you guys, your business planning process is something I've been fascinated with since day one, because it's so deliberate and precise. And quite frankly, last year you predicted you were going to sell fewer homes, but you are still outperforming the amount of homes that you thought you were going to sell last year, right?
Yeah.
You want to say a little bit about that and kind of like about the business planning process?
Yeah. I mean, it's uncanny, actually. I don't want to, I should probably knock on some wood here, but we business plan every year, like Pablo was saying. So last October, we mapped out how many sales we would have by the end of September. And we were just in our meeting. Every month, we have a round table with everybody in our company, and we share all of our metrics, and we share what did we say we were going to do by the end of month 1, month 3, month 5, month 7. Well, it was end of September time, and we shared what did we say we were going to do for sales, and where are we? Would you guess we were 100% spot on?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. So, part of that, what we did though, whenever we do business planning, we assume a very conservative stance. When it comes to income, we are very, very conservative about putting any income in our business financials planning for the future. We are super conservative when it comes to income. Expenses, we're gonna make sure that we plan extra well to spend money. And what that does is it forces us to generate enough income to withstand expenses that we know we're going to incur, and it forces us to have a better, more risk mitigated business plan. And so when we come to a year like 2023, if you go back to the end of 2022, a lot of people were saying, oh, the interest rates that we have at the end of 2022 are going to go down. They're going to go down. And many people assumed that the real estate market would get a bump and it would be easier to sell homes in 2023 than it was, towards the end of 2022. Yeah. But we did not buy into that because the risks of buying into that could be catastrophic depending on how much you bought into that. So at the end of 2022, when we built the business plan, we said, listen, we're going to assume that interest rates are what they are and they're not going down. What they've actually done is they've gone up. Nobody was thinking that, but at least we didn't assume they were going to go down. So we were very conservative with our numbers as far as how many home sales we were going to be able to sell. And I think, and I know this year, as we go into planning for 2024, guess what we're going to do when it comes to interest rates?
I would assume you're going to forecast high interest rates.
We're going to forecast it exactly the way it is right now. And we'll, of course, we'll build our sales and revenue numbers based off of that.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense. What impresses me most about the way that y'all business plan, right? Because as I've gotten to be on the show, I've gotten the chance to like pick your brain on like how to forecast for my business and whatnot, right? Like that idea of never counting on a revenue stream unless it's a proven revenue stream, right? And always counting on cost plus other things as a way to mitigate is huge. And I think that kind of like you said, it can have catastrophic implications. But to you, I know that the way that you think about it is more personal than that. It is not just catastrophic implications for the business. It's what's the impact to the team if we are bringing people on and assuming that we're going to be able to like do all this stuff. And then you got to let people go, and how that affects the continuity and the communication and the client experience and the resident experience. And at the end of the day, the culture here, which to me is the ever-growing competitive advantage.
Yeah, really proud that we went through the pandemic and never once had a layoff. Really proud that, we're a real estate company that we are affected by interest rates, just like every real estate company is affected by interest rates. But because we plan appropriately, there's real estate companies that are letting people go left and right. No layoffs for JWB. It's very, very intentional because at the end of the day, you all have the decision to buy and invest in real estate any number of ways. You choose JWB because of the experience. And the experience is what allows you to stay in this game for a full market cycle so you can get all 5 profit centers. The reason that the experience is better here is because of our team and our culture, and our team and our culture depend on trust. And our team has to trust that this company has their best interest at heart. If you don't plan appropriately and you have a layoff, it takes years and years and years to rebuild trust within an organization. And so that's why we take it so seriously for internally, so that we can make sure we produce for our clients externally, and that you guys have that experience that you're coming to JWB for.
I've always thought that the book on JWB is a book on long-term thinking, man. That's a really good example.